pack your coat.
How dirty is my windshield?
Yeah, sing on.
No?
By the sea. Read the stories from your book. Tie the lines onto the hook. Take a picture by the street. Be the best friends we can be. You and me.
There were some really, really good prizes.
You have no control over your own life.
That's it. What
No.
the hell? You've lost total control.
Well, I knew that coming in.
I know.
And every time I try to stay, I got you, man. I got you, babe.
See, I was there for the group picture. Nobody saw me sneak in for the selfie. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a quick look at who's here. The usual suspects, of course. Sonia's here. Jim is here. Dawn and Charity are here from Elkhart, Indiana. Are you guys staying at the same KOA? I think you are. Same KOA as last week's fiasco. Of course, Fatima is here. Bree is here. Hello, Bree. You missed shenanigans. Let's just say that. I think I saw Tanya sneak in here. And Sue's here. Hi, Sue. Wow, there's like a lot of chatting going on. Look at this. Bree's here. Hi, V. V joined us. My God, the chat's going crazy. I can't even catch up. Oh, Merton and Sue are here. Hey, Merton and Sue. Oh, Charity and Dawn are back at the KOA in Bristol. There you go. And I think, oh, there's Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, the crime scene. I'm not sure how much of a crime it was until we left. But anyways. Are you guys even in the same site? That would be a little much. Yeah, and I guess the show has begun at the museum. Robert was in Bristol today, and is Guylaine here? I haven't seen her. Did she say hello? I know that she is done work, so it is entirely possible. I told her she should come and be on the live stream, but she just got home from work, so I don't see her. How do you guys see Guylaine? I don't know. Anyways, so M23 is a wrap. M24 has already been posted by Kevin, so yeah, it was great meeting you too, Merton and Sue. Oh yeah, there she is. There's Guylaine. Yeah, good luck with your full timing. It was great to see you guys right at the beginning of your journey, and best of luck. Yes, she's here, Bree. I am supervised, so there you go. Yes, both young RVers are here. William is here. Hi, William. Merton and Sue saying hello to Guylaine. It's really too bad that she couldn't have come, because I think she would have had a blast there. But anyway, and you know, I was fairly well behaved, so it would have been fine supervised. So thank you to the 5 of you who filled out the poll. But I do have a question, because if you did see this week's poll on which RV gadget that you find the handiest, number 4 was the paper towel holder, but it only applied to Jim, but 2 people voted for it. So I'm not sure how that works. Anyways, thank you for all of you who took the time to vote. Hi, Carol. Generator and Jim's paper towel dispenser seemed to be the most required RV tech item, followed by 1 vote for Wi-Fi Starlink. So there we go. Yeah, I wish that you could have met everyone too. We have the dates for next year, so we will have to check your work schedule for next year and see if you are available. I do believe there may be something coming up in August as well. However, I was not invited, so we'll see. Oh, V says paper towel dispenser was the first purchase in both of their rigs. Actually, I saw, I went back a couple of weeks. It was still, I hadn't watched it yet. It was in my watch later list. Charlie did a thing on a video on all her updates that she did, and her paper towel holder with the commander hooks looked really cool. So yes, I have to. I was invited. Are you sure? Oh, Sue missed the poll. Sue votes B no matter what the question. So Sue is voting for the generator. Good to know. Fatima wasn't invited? Is that because she brings kale whenever she goes? Could be. Yes, I named it, but then in Dawn and Charity's live stream today, it was essential that they made it. It was essential that Rob made it, and I wasn't invited, so that's fine. Yes, apparently you were lucky to find one because Jim had an entire rant on how they're impossible to find. But anyways, you can always use napkins, right? You missed the kale. V, you did not miss anything. Nothing at all. Fatima, last week during my live stream where we were in Bristol, Indiana, I'm full of something. Last week when we were in Bristol, Indiana, Fatima made me eat kale, and she gave me naked kale, which was not naked whatsoever. Dog is chewing a big rubber bone. Anyways, yeah, it had everything in it. I mean, it had kale, but it had a lot of other things in it too. So I wouldn't exactly call it naked kale. But anyways, oh, see, yeah, you heard about the wombat poop because it comes out square. Who knew? Oh, there's William. William's fired from everything. Okay. Yeah, so she gave me the naked kale, which was clearly not naked, and then she gave me the vampire kale, which tasted good, except it was kale. Yeah, they do. They pick on me all the time, Carol. In fairness, I did pick on Jim quite a bit, and if you go back and watch my live stream, I felt bad because Jim said very nice things about me last week, but he was also drinking scotch. So, yeah, the vampire was good. It's just the kale. The kale is not good. It just it doesn't break it down at all. But anyways, oh, I have something to show you. So we joke and we kid and everything. No, I didn't say kale was good. I said it tasted good. All the seasoning on it was good. But go back and watch the short that Sonia posted on her live stream. It was not good. It tastes good, except it's on kale. So if you remember, last year for M23, Bruce had sent me a bunch of paintings. And Sonia was coming to Canada, and we were going to meet up just outside of Toronto. And yeah, see, Jim couldn't bust his singing partner too much because apparently we were in cahoots for lip syncing. I don't know anybody who lip syncs as bad as Jim and I do, but no, you don't have video proof saying that it was good at all. It tasted good. It was the kale that was the turnoff. If you put that on anything else, it would have been good. If you had given me vampire s'mores, I would have been okay with that too. Yes, they were full of it. We missed an entire line. We were a line ahead at some point, and I don't know how you screw that up in lip syncing. But anyways, unless we lip synced to the wrong thing. But anyway, yeah. Whatever. Next year we'll do it a cappella. Anyways, so back to my story. Last year, I was supposed to meet up with Sonia, in Canada, and she was bringing me the paintings from Bruce because the shipping was just ridiculous, and she was coming up here anyway. So I said, just hold on to them, bring them up. However, they got mixed up with all the paintings that Sonia was giving away for the raffle, so I never got my paintings. So this year, I wanted to make sure I got my paintings. So Sonia took very good care of them, and I'm happy to say, try to get them without the light. Wait, I don't even. How does this camera thing work? Is this thing on? How does this YouTube thing work? Okay, so there's number 1. And there's number 2. And there's number 3. I got my paintings. So, took a year, but it was worth it. Thank you very much, Sonia. Yes, I got my paintings. So, that was my first real meetup, and it was better than I thought. It was, I mean, I thought it was going to be great, but it was really, really neat seeing everyone in person. And I feel like I already know everybody. So, no, we have Sonia's next painting is here. This one is it's gonna have to be a series. Did I put it on here? You know what? I don't think I have it on my phone. I was sure that I put it on my phone. Anyways, okay. I know it's on the laptop. It's on one of the hard drives. So I will definitely send you the painting that we saw in my melon name still says everyone but Jim. Oh yeah. And it's nobody. See, I can't even change it now. How come I could change it midstream last time, but now I can't change it? I don't know. So I guess I'm on camera too. I don't know, but yeah, we'll definitely have to change that. I mean, technically I'm not Jim, so it's not wrong, but my melon name still says everyone but Jim. Yeah, it won't let me change it at all. And can I go into the settings and change it? Oh yeah, I can right here. Last week it was letting me change it right on the screen, but I'd also had a few drinks, so maybe I just imagined all that. There we go. There we go. Is that more accurate? Okay. Get back to the chat. I've completely lost my train of thought. Charity sweet tea was delicious for most of us who didn't choke on it. Traveling Robert Neely actually ate our pulled pork sandwich. Yes, I did try the pork. I didn't have the sandwich, but it was delicious. It was very good, Charity. Charity put out quite a spread. We had a little buffet going on the picnic table. It was fantastic. Yeah, see, it won't let me do that. I actually had to go into the settings. So I tried clicking on it, but it would not let me go that way. Yeah, a few drinks will do it, Bree. You're right. Let's see. Who should we be next year? I think Jim has an idea. We'll have to get together, Jim, and have a discussion. Oh, Don says Charity is the reason why he's so fat. I thought it was my camera. I thought my camera was the reason. We did have hot dogs, William. We did have hot dogs. We had hot dogs for lunch one day. Even Charity tried one. We need a fourth person. Who's the third person? Let's see. Me, Jim. Are you going to sing? Or do you only sing with Robert? Oh, Don needs to sing. Okay. that we can do. Oh, I didn't even start the music. My God, I'm fired. I have to fire myself today. I am not up. Okay, Fatima is now addicted to Canadian mustard. I do like the Canadian mustard, but I find it a little. I wonder if we were to put it in like a hand blender or something. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, me, you, Don, and Robert. That would be funny. Of course, 3 of those 4 people have already been accused of lip syncing. How do you accuse a professional musician who writes his own music and sings all his own songs in his videos of lip syncing? I don't know. Oh, Sue had hot dogs for lunch today with Sloppy Joes. I hope you were thinking of me. Now, here's the best part. We were so good that somebody thought that we were lip syncing, and we didn't even practice. We had a conversation, I think, on the way walking over there. And I think that was that was all that we did. Oh, 4-person, I'll have to repeat. Oh, okay, I know what you have in mind. That sounds good. I like that. All right. There you go. William will be there next year. He's going to sing with me and Jim and Robert. Okay. Oh, there you go. Charity says my Canadian hot dogs were good. Canadian wieners are the best. What can I say? But yeah, I was watching the video, and Sonia, go back and watch the video when Jim and I are finishing up, and you can hear someone, and I'm not sure who that person was. Yeah, you know what? And I told you, okay. So I did bring the guitar, and it's here. I got this guitar for my 10th birthday, and I haven't touched this guitar in probably 20 years. And I picked it up about a month or 2 months ago, and I was surprised myself at how many songs I remember, but I'm very rusty. And what did Charity say? My goodness. And Bree saying she's too immature too. There you go. Yes, Canadian wieners. Anyway, but by next year, I promise I will play the guitar at the campfire. I will get back to my repertoire and go from there. But anyways, for sure we'll do that next year. So I think I know what you have in mind, Jim, but send me a DM and I'll start working on that. Someone posted a song that Jim and Gord sang. The feed for the live was not very good and hard to see to hear. I can play it for you. I do have the whole thing if you want to hear it. But I'm not set up for it, so you'll have to give me a second, and I'm not sure how I share the video. At some point, I'll post it. But it is not, it's out there. It's on the M23 Facebook page. Yeah, Kevin posted part of it that he recorded. He had a lot of good footage with his phone, and the footage was quality as well. Fatima's dad was impressed. Well, I'm not surprised because Jim said that he got an email from a record company trying to sign us the next day. So now, give me a second. I'm going to disappear off my own screen for a second. Did I put it on this one? Oh no, it's not even on this one. Okay. So, not doing so good so far. Hold on. I have too many things in my computer bag. Dawn knows people. What kind of people do you know, Dawn? Should we be scared? Okay. Now I gotta. Okay, let's get this off of here. Sorry, I was not planning on putting this up, so you will have to excuse me for being unprepared. I was going to say unprofessional, but I think after last week, we all know how professional this production is, so I don't think it could be any less professional. Although it was more professional when I have guests, that's for sure. Regardless of what they think Bucky Nuggets look like. Now, how do I share this? I have to find it first. That's going to be the hardest part. That's Jim and Robert. That's Jim and Robert. I believe that's Jim on his own. That's Robert playing my guitar. Oh, this is us here. Okay, so this is video 7. So, Sonia, can I share a video? Let me see here. So share a video. Yes, I understand. Oh, I can do it just like that. Okay, let's see if this works. And it was 7. Oh, there we go.
Because she had the 2 longest times on the console. Welcome to M23, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, we're kind of winging it here. We've never done this before. So, up next, and you've got a great.
So,
it's perfect.
Over there?
I can see you
Attention for
there.
board. What?
Maria's going to pull it up.
We apologize in advance.
Last time was on point. I don't know about that.
Microphone.
And we need a microphone.
You need a mic, Steve.
Only if you want it.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jim.
Listen here, I haven't done karaoke in a very long time, and actually I've only ever done karaoke once, and I forgot that the words have to highlight, so I just started singing, and they had to start
A
over.
mic stand. Can someone hold it?
Hope you guys can hear.
Wait. Oh yeah.
We gotta wait to catch up. We're gonna restart. I screwed it up already.
And that's not a problem. It's not a problem.
How's that?
Thank you very much.
None of us are pro.
You get extra points for playing awesome. I get you alongside
More trouble.
to all the girls I've loved before. Who traveled in and out my door.
Turn the computer this way.
I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before.
Where do you want to put it?
To all the girls I once caressed. And may I say I held the best.
Oh, we can put it all the way.
For helping me to grow. Of all the girls I know.
That whole Latino vibe going on.
Girls I've loved before. The winds of change are always
don't know. I don't know. But anyways, that was fun. No, I don't know. Get rid of that. Now, if you want to see professional, let me show you. Not going to get more professional than this. Let's see if I've got this. Yeah, right here. I don't have to, Robert. I wasn't Jack, come fly with me. Let's fly away. Let's fly away. And I apologize for Captain Jack shorts there at the end. But anyways, it was, yeah, we really did a good time. No, I don't think that Jim knew that he was coming up. Now, if you like, I can show you this one because he did know about this one. Hey, Daryl. He did not know that Robert was coming up for that, but they did decide to continue and do a duet together.
If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to
You missed Jim and I singing, Daryl. This was Jim and Robert. But yeah, they did they took down the house with New York, New York. So yeah, that was great. Daryl is Kate. Oh, Daryl is late. Okay, I was starting to wonder there. Yeah, that one was really good too. That one was a lot of fun. Let's see if I don't think I have. Hold on, let's go and have a look over here for 1 second. See what else we got in there. Is that it? I think I just played the big finale. I think. This was the finale. Oh, hey, Tanya, thanks for hanging out. Let me know about what we were talking about earlier there. Let me know how that turns out. Have a great night. Yeah, Sonia and Robert were awesome too. I can only speak from the video that I saw because I wasn't there. And the other video that I saw looked like Illy was trying to get Dawn to do Fireball with her. But anyways. Good times were had by all. Yeah. And I got Illy the most Canadian wine that I could find. It was called Frisky Beaver. And I told him to enjoy their Frisky Beaver. And Robert just turned around and smiled and said, I will. So, you know, anyways. So next year's already planned, and yeah, we're gonna have to see what we can do. And I'd like, I'm hoping that that's a week that Keelan's off because I would like to do I think it did too, Jim. But anyway, I think that I would like to do what Dawn and Charity did and go up to the UP and do Mackinac Island and visit the Sulaks, maybe come back through Canada and go visit my parents because they're up north there. Yeah, too immature for that. So originally I was teasing Jim in a lot of Sonia's live streams that we were going to do Kenny and Dolly Islands in the stream, but he didn't want to be Dolly. So I said that to Robert, and Robert said, I can be Dolly. And they said, but I don't have the boobs. So, yeah, Fireball's not good. It's not good. But, oh, I don't know. I think going first was best. And then I went back. I don't know if V's still here or not. I went back. I did Sonny and Cher with Charlie, and Robert and I did Bohemian Rhapsody, and we did Friends in Low Places with V. So it was fun. I was kind of all over the campground, and yet I still didn't meet a lot of people. There was so many people that I didn't get to meet. Next time, I'm definitely going to make sure that we don't have a wedding that weekend, because Saturday seemed to be the most fun day of all. Although I could have skipped the puddle jumping, I was not going in the water. We should convoy again, yeah. Maybe the museum will be better. Although I complain about so since we did the live stream last week, we got kicked out of the museum parking lot because they wouldn't let us boondock there because of the trade show that was going on. And it wasn't even so much that they didn't have room for us. It's that can I hold on? Because I tell you the reason that we got kicked out, and maybe kicked out is a bit harsh. I was going to say asked to leave is a bit harsh too, but we were asked to leave. Anyways, I was asked to leave because I was the only one there and everybody else was on their way. Dawn and Charity were actually hitched up and had to unhitch. So, but anyways, let's go here. And I don't think that you can see my mouse when I share my screen with you. I don't think you can. So I'm going to try and describe this as best as I can. And I don't know if you can see my mouse, but where you'll see the two RVs in the parking lot to the left. And, oh, hi, Makeland. It was great to meet you too. Yeah, I saw that Dolly went in the water with Jack. Anyways, yeah, and Sonia had a drive stream going on, and we're trying to figure out where we're staying because we got the boot from the museum. But if you look at this photo I have up at the museum, the parking lot on the right was filled with trailers for the vendor show. But there was transports with like flatbeds dropping trailers and equipment off, and they were circling the building. And where you see on the left side of the building, you'll see there's an RV parked kind of at an angle. That's the overnight parking. That's one of them. The overnight parking there's 5 spots. And there was one RV already there. They were just visiting the museum. So we could have had all those spots. But because the transports were circling the building, they couldn't make the sharp turn. So they had to go all the way around, and then they were cutting through where we were supposed to be staying. And so they told us that we couldn't stay there. Can I just... Oh, that's so much easier, just clicking the X. So they told us that we couldn't stay there because they needed the room for the transports to go through. So Dawn and Charity saved the day and got us a site where they already were. William wants to know the name of that scotch. He wants to buy it for a Christmas gift. Just make sure they let it breathe, because apparently it was better the second day than the first day. They didn't have any, so I'm not sure. Everything that I drank had about 15 minutes to breathe at the most. But yeah, so since the live stream last week, came from the KOA in Bristol, and the next morning we all jumped in my truck except Fatima. Although we could have put her in the bed of the truck. Now that I think about it, we probably would have been okay with that. And we went to the museum just with the truck and Fatima's van, and left the trailers at home. And we toured the museum, and Jim gifted us all with, he paid our entrance, which, thank you, Jim. That was very kind of you. And I think that there should have been a discount. That's me. But the hall where the RVs normally are, and you can go on the RVMH Hall of Fame website, and you can get a look at it. Robert was there 7 years ago. You can go and watch his video. RVR TV has been there. There's a million videos of the place, but they had taken all of the RVs out of the hall, and they had lined them up end to end in kind of like a wagon train around the warehouse in the back. And we did get to go into all of them, and some of them, I know from watching everybody else's videos, some of them had areas that were normally roped off that they hadn't roped off because they had just moved them. And so we actually got to see a little bit more of some of the RVs than we would normally be allowed. But that being said, they didn't put any of the lights in the RVs. They didn't plug any of the RVs in. So they're completely dark inside, which, okay, whatever, that's fine. But, you know, I have a camera. I wanted to make a video of it. And I forgot my phone in the truck. So Jim and Don did a lot of lighting, but it's, you know, we missed a lot. And I really don't think that the museum should be charging full price for that when we only got half the experience. That's just my personal opinion. I absolutely loved it because I absolutely love RVs. So for me, that was like a pilgrimage almost. But I definitely want to go back. I definitely want Guylaine to see that. So really hoping that M24 is going to work out for us, and we can get there and go back to the museum and convoy back up. Oh, William says we could have got his military discount. A couple of us got a senior discount. I won't say which couple that was. Yeah, Hall of Fame is fired. Although, you know what? We're just gonna send them home for the day. We're not gonna fully fire them because the RVs themselves were still really cool. We'd have to get a cabin or something and drive up there. My work, are they going to let me off in August? Yeah. Your work in August is we have 3 people in our family who do your line of work, and them getting time off in the summer is pretty tough, or in the winter, because up here we all need our furnace, right? So Jim needs a toothpick. Okay. And just for the record, it is not an official meetup. Rob may or may not come over, and I may or may not have invited myself. And Don and Charity may also be going. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so Jim admits that it's in, that he's old. Okay. Old, but think of how much money he saved on the road so far, because he got his seniors discount and he got his America the Beautiful pass for life for the same price that I pay for every year. So there you go. Oh no, Don, our summer, well, yeah, our summer is not as bad as your summer, but for us, you know, it's between 90 and 100 degrees up here in the summer, and for us, we're going to die. So nobody can go an hour without AC. And then in the winter, it's, minus 40. So, oh, see, Fatima's happy to get the senior discount. There you go. But yeah, it was, I didn't particularly enjoy the modular homes because that's really not my thing. I may have to pick up Fatima on the way down. You do know that I don't live anywhere near Michigan, right? Like I'd have to drive 11 hours that way. And then I have no idea how long it would be to get down there. So not too sure about that. I'm not sure that I will be picking Fatima up. Let me just see something here. Where is, oh, there it is. So if we look at, what the heck is that now? Oh, I think it's on this. Okay, hold on one second. Just an interesting fact that I wanted to mention on my live last week, because we were supposed to be at the RVMH Hall of Fame and we weren't. But just a little factoid here is that the RVMH stands for the Recreational Vehicle and Manufactured Housing Hall of Fame. Many people think that the MH stands for motorhome, and it doesn't. It's the manufactured housing. In the 40s, when soldiers were coming home from World War II, they were in need of immediate housing. The RV industry saw this as a business opportunity and started building larger units that were used to be stationary housing rather than travel trailers. Mobile home parks and campgrounds were soon set up to accommodate permanent, semi-permanent housing needs. Trailers such as the 1939 Schultz Nomad travel trailer featured in the museum were lined up in rows similar to the current manufactured housing communities. After that, the RV industry advanced in two directions, one branching into fancier RVs for travel with interior kitchens and restrooms, the other becoming the manufactured housing industry we know today. But because it was founded by the RV industry, that's why it's part of that group. And I don't know if I can come and see modular homes in my hometown. So I didn't enjoy that part of the museum. I also didn't like the fact that it wasn't terribly accessible for one member of our party. And not that you missed anything, but it should be accessible to all. Michigan is so friggin' far from Bree. We're going to New Jersey. So Michigan is kind of on the way. Kind of on the way. Oh, is Nate here? I didn't even see him come in. I'm missing everybody. I have no idea what's going on. This is almost as off the rails as it was last week. They're up this way too. Who is up this way? Fatima's family lived in trailers. Well, yeah, Jersey's too far. Michigan's halfway. Oh, I saw someone say, hey, Nate. Okay. Yes, Jersey is far. Jersey is far from Washington. That's just it. Yeah, that teardrop was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. How often do they change those manufactured homes? It's neat to see and everything. I don't know if they're trying to sell them from there because it sure looked like a sales center. We know that New Jersey's on the opposite side of the country, Brie. But if you go back and watch the videos, last year in April, we had our feet in the Pacific Ocean. And then in the summer, we were in the Outer Banks. We had our feet in the Atlantic Ocean. And then the following spring, we had them in the Caribbean Sea because we were in the Keys. Yeah, the Furion bus was pretty cool. I thought they were all cool. I think Jim had the best comment of the day when he said that they all smelled old, which they did. I like the fact that a lot of those units were donated. I like the fact that in a lot of the Ramblers, they had the vests from the former members. One of them we found in there was a former national president. Bree has done it. Hers is 12. What? What did I say? I don't understand. Is that a cryptic message? But yeah, so they were all very neat. They're very well laid out. I really liked when we first walked into the Go RVing Hall, the way that they had they've got like an old like one of the original you had the bucket under the seat for the pooper, right? And what was your comment? It looked like a submarine with all the plumbing that was there. It was, yeah. The bus was huge with the buttons in the shower, which we weren't supposed to touch, Charity. Big sign said don't touch the buttons, but yeah, I don't think that thing was made for the road. It was just too big. It had like a full deck on top of a full-size bus, which already seemed like it was too tall to fit in under any underpass, or overpass. Yeah, the toilet with the ceramic pot was it was very rustic. Yeah, Charity pushing all of the buttons. But I still think it was neat. And like I said, that display that they had set up at first with the I guess it was almost like the original pop-up, and how they had the campfire set up with the crackling noises that I thought was Fatima's chair catching on fire. But anyways, yeah, but the way that they have it set up is pretty cool, and the way that they had that the old truck attached to the Spartan like it was pulling it, that was all kind of neat. And I believe what kind of truck was that, Jim? Yeah, I think you said it was an Edsel. Edson? I don't know. I'm not a car guy. I'm more of a trailer guy. So that being said, yeah, that first display had all the effects with the wind and the campfire. That was very well done. And apparently, the way that the RVs are normally set up, that's how they are set up. So, Edison. Okay. The wind was blowing the grass. Yeah, that was very cool. And, oh, maybe I'll save that for the video. Maybe we won't talk about that just yet. So we are coming to a close here. We're not doing 2 hours like we did last week, because I can't carry a show for 2 hours on my own. I just let you guys take over last week, and it went rather well. So I thought maybe we would do some random thoughts this week, because we missed it for the last 2 weeks. She probably could have. I'm surprised that she didn't end up on the patio on the roof, because there was clearly a sign that said, don't go up the stairs to the patio on the roof. So I'm really surprised that she didn't end up there. So. Oh, you tried to, but Dawn said no. Yeah. Well, thank you, Sue. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I wish I could take all the credit for it, but there was beaver nuggets and squealing and beaver nuggets that didn't look like beaver nuggets, and kale, and there was scotch, and there was all kinds of things. Oh, good night, Carol. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, I can't take the credit for last week's show at all. I clearly lost control of it. So yeah. So yeah, s'mores. Some people may or may not have sabotaged the live. What are you talking about? I didn't see any of that happening. The s'mores, I tried it. It wasn't my favorite. It was the graham crackers I didn't like. I like anything sweet, but I think all right, William, take care. And I don't think I like the savory of the graham crackers. Yes, I had a culinary experience, and I tried a beaver nugget. So, totally off my diet, but anyway. All right. Here's a random thought. If you did something like a boss, wouldn't you just pay someone else to do it? And I like this one because while we were driving from Indiana to Michigan, a transport cut me off. The lanes were narrowing, and I'm only 53 feet long and I weigh about 10,000 pounds. So, I can stop pretty easily. And this transport cuts right in front of me. And on the back of the transport, it's written, "Drive like a boss." So I thought that was pretty funny. An obscene beaver nugget. It turned out every nugget in the bag was obscene. At least it was to you guys. You guys just couldn't stop laughing. I have to go back and watch that. That was actually very fun. This guy clearly did not drive like a boss. And if you did something like a boss, wouldn't you just pay someone to do it anyways? So, yeah, that truck. How can our body feel and experience the scene when we fall off a cliff in a nightmare if we've never fallen off a cliff before? Yeah, I took a picture of the back of the truck too. I sent it to Sonia as it was coming up on them. So, yeah, drive like a boss. Yeah, but that wasn't... The truck cut me off, but it was the Class A. The Class A Vista almost sideswiped me when Fatima was behind me. Yeah, he was something. I think he cut you guys off too, eh, Don? I'm pretty sure. But anyways. Children with an imaginary friend are creative, while adults with an imaginary friend are schizophrenic. Never had an imaginary friend. I couldn't even get an imaginary friend. None of the imaginaries wanted to be my friend. So, two SUVs almost hit Dawn coming out of the toll plaza. Yeah, that toll plaza was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. No, nobody cut Sonia off. They all know better. Especially when she was pulling into Dunkin' Donuts. And just everybody kind of cleared the path. And I think she jumped out of the truck and Jim had to reach over and put it in park. Fatima gets out of the van and says, "Where's Sonia?" Well, she's already inside. Oh, I didn't save the day for Fatima. She almost fell out of the van doing it herself. I just ran over to I was there to help if she fell out of the van because she was pretty close. Nothing like running down an interstate with your shorts falling off. But anyway. Good times. Good memories. Right? Duncan. 2 deer ran out in front of you on the way home. Well, that's not good. I did see a lot of deer on the shoulders on the way home as well. None in Canada, oddly enough. And then I crossed the border in Canada, and that went very quick. My drive home, I left about 10:30 in the morning, and I was home at 9:15. So just a little over 11 hours. The border, I have to say that was Blue Water Bridge. You have my howdy ho, because it was when I went over in the morning on last Wednesday. I kept procrastinating. I didn't want to leave. I was having too much fun. When I went over in the morning, there was a lineup. There was probably about 8 cars in front of me. And but it was very, very fast. And I got through quickly, and I wasn't expecting to be through that quickly. And I had seen on Google Maps, I'd marked it off, and there's a lighthouse right under the bridge with a little beach and everything. And I made it there right in time for the sun to be coming up over the horizon. So that was really special for me. I was very happy I'd gotten through that quickly. They asked me like 2 questions. And I mean, I've been over the border 100 times. I know everybody kind of freaks out coming over the border. I don't, because I've done it so many times now. It's really not hard. But coming back, I expected a lot more trouble coming back on the Saturday. And the bridge was lined with transports. But they're smart. They have one lane dedicated for transports. They have another lane dedicated for cars and RVs. And they had about 4 booths open. And I didn't wait at all. I mean, I was through there, literally took me 10 minutes to get through the border. It was crazy. And then when I got through the border, they said, "We saw your live stream, you have to stay." I don't think they wanted me. I think they wanted me out of the country as fast as possible. But I was planning on filling up before I left Michigan, because even with the exchange, the gas is cheaper in Michigan than it is in Canada. And so I was planning on filling up, but I had no idea I was that close to the border. I was on the phone with Guylaine, and I had no idea I was that close to the border. So I couldn't fill up. So I said, well, whatever. You know, I slept at the Walmart right on the other side of the bridge last Tuesday night. I boondocked at the Walmart before I crossed the border. And so I was just planning on getting off the highway. But when you're coming back through, there's no exits. There's no exits at all. And if there is, I missed it. And I had to put, I mean, I was on fumes pulling into a gas station about 15 miles up the road. And yeah, it was not a good feeling. But I burnt a lot of gas on this trip, way more than I thought. Overall, and somebody might be able to figure this out for me, because I don't have it handy, but I did take a photo of I did a trip meter on it, and I did a little over 2,000 kilometers and a little over 30 hours of driving. So my hats are off to Sonia and Jim and Dawn and Charity, because they drove a lot further than I did, and that was a lot of driving. So oh yeah, I pulled it on. The gas light came on. It's a guy thing. I don't know. I do that a lot. The E on the gas tank is they build that for people like me and Dawn, where that's actually the quarter tank mark, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm pretty sure that they know that there's people like me and Dawn that are going to keep driving even when it says E. Broken X's. What's broken X's? Anyway, so yeah. And then once I got to Canada, I came close another time to running out. And again, it was the same thing. But that was because it was right on the side of the highway. The gas was ridiculously overpriced. It was on the side of the highway. I was looking at about, with the conversion, would have been about $6.50 a gallon, and there was no way I was paying $6.50 a gallon. But as I kept going, it kept getting more and more expensive. So finally, there's a little town that Guylaine and I have been through a couple of times, and I knew where there was a gas station that I was going to make it to, and I knew it wasn't on the main drag, so I knew I was going to save a little bit of money. So I went to that one instead. There you go, right, Don? Would have made it to the campground, so would have had 30 miles to empty. I salute you, because I'm the same. Anyways, it is 9 o'clock. I have 2 more random thoughts. People who wear glasses look smart, but they had to fail a test to get glasses. So that kind of relates to me and the fun day that I had at work today. But and my last random thought is that seeing as how we always talk about getting fired, bullets only do their job after they're fired. And with that, I think I'm fired. And I think that's going to be it for me. Sonia, I don't know if you're painting tomorrow night, or if you're driving, or if you're painting with Bruce, or what you're doing. But we will watch for that. Dawn and Charity, I don't know when your next drive stream is, where you're going to be going. Oh yeah, I fixed Fatima's glasses. I forgot about that. But you need to get those fixed properly. The glue that I used was awful. Okay, so Sonia's painting tomorrow night on your channel, or Cooperation, or I don't know, you were supposed to be painting last Thursday and you didn't. I was so disappointed. So you're going home on Saturday, okay. And Dawn and Charity are headed to Lower Kentucky tomorrow. Well, there you go. So I will keep my eyes open for that. Wait, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Thursday I might have a visit. I will do my best to get on. Anyways. Oh, hi James. You're just coming in at the end. Sorry. Yeah. We're just kind of wrapping up. The trip over the weekend to M23. Anyways, hopefully we will see you at M24. Thanks, Sue. Have a great night. Oh, I appreciate that, James. Yeah, you can watch the replay. We've got some fun videos and stuff that we put up from from M23. So, from M23. All right, I need to go to bed soon. Thanks again for joining us, or joining me. John will talk to you soon. Yes, John, send me a DM and let me know what you have in mind, and I will start working on it right away so that it's perfect enough that everybody thinks that we're lip syncing. Good night, everyone. We will see you next week. Thanks for joining, and good night.